Ciao beautiful souls, welcome to your August monthly prediction video. Since this is the last month of August, I really wanted to do that style pick a card where you choose a shell, so I figured why not. So we have pile 1 with this striated shell here. We have pile 2 with this conch shell. And then we have pile 3, which is a smaller shell. It has a little bit of striations and some little pink polka dots. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you and your intuition to choose the pile that you feel the most drawn to. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, it's likely that there's multiple messages within this August pick a card for you in both piles. So don't feel like you can only choose one. With that being said, I thank you so much for clicking on this video. It means the world to me as a relatively new content creator. I think tarot readings are such a special tool to gain clarity and insights about the environment, the surrounding circumstances that perhaps we don't see. So that being said, I will see you in a reading soon. Give this reading a like if it resonated, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Toodles! Pile 1, welcome to your energy reading monthly predictions for the month of August. If you chose this shell, then this is your reading. Fun fact about this shell, it comes from the Philippines. So I do not know where, because there are 7,000 islands in the Philippines, but maybe Filipino culture or that place holds a special significance in your heart. It does not have to. This is also far, far away, so some place far, far away might also have a special significance for you. So I'm going to put her here, and let's see what your animal energy is for the month of August, pile 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got water energy, and we've got the dolphin. So dolphins might have special significance for you. Whenever I see the dolphin spirit, I think of Gemini's sun, moon, rising. You are connected, some of you, to a Gemini, and there could be an important conversation that you're having with this person in the month of August. I also see networking. Some of you are looking for new jobs or a new line of work. And so you'll be interviewing or networking amongst your contacts. Let's see what the book has to say. I'm obsessed with this. Didn't mean to do that. I'm obsessed with this book. I've seen it in enough keynote videos, and I have always felt really connected to nature. And so I highly recommend if you are as well. So we have 93, I believe. And I like that they go in alphabetical order. Take a few minutes today to meditate while playing one of your favorite pieces of music. Listen more and talk less, especially to the more subtle levels of communication from other people and from the natural world. Think and behave more lovingly and positively toward the person you're having difficulty with. Smile more at others and notice how they smile back at you. Try dolphin breathing by taking 3 slow, deep breaths each time, exhaling with an audible sound. Then observe how you feel. So that might be a pranayama practice that you incorporate into a daily routine. You don't have to. 1993 might also be a significant date for some of you, whether that's your birth year or a year that something happened. We are also, I want to get some tea leaf oracle cards to clarify the dolphin messenger. Someone could be delivering you a message. I'm also seeing, uniting with friends or traveling even. We have frying pan, trouble and accusations. And this pan is surrounded by flames. Be careful not to leave anything unattended in the kitchen. Maybe some of you feel like you're on the front, like you're under scrutiny or you're under a microscope. This could be telling, like, don't cook with super high heat if possible. Maybe this is eating raw, not necessarily going full out raw vegan, but incorporating more raw fruits and vegetables into your system to preserve and receive the enzymes that are in certain foods. We also have forest, muddled, unclear thinking. And we have 2 F's. So a name, either yours or someone significant, might start with an F. Friday might be a significant day. One specific Friday in August. Maybe a friend thinks you did something and is accusing you of something that you didn't do. But it's put a strain within your relationship and it's caused personal tension. We'll get one more. Unclear thinking could also be you really don't know what to do next. And so taking a step back might allow for you to see your life from a different perspective. Because Geminis, and you don't have to be a Gemini to receive this message, but Geminis are very detail-oriented, whereas Sagittarius, their opposing sign, is big picture. You might be traveling to a forest. Some of you might be camping in the month of August by yourself, taking a solo trip with friends, a significant other, or with family. We have Taurus, slowly but surely getting ahead. It might not feel like progress is being made. You might be growing out of your shell or getting out of your comfort zone. And then we have ear, good news. Good news is finding you in the month of August. For some of you, I am seeing a move in the works. You might not see it yet, but again, I'm seeing that whatever you've been trying to manifest will most likely start to sprout in the month of August in some shape, way, or form. Again, paying close attention to ways of communication with our ears, listening before speaking, making sure you read a message in its entirety before responding, because sometimes we have a natural instinct to fight back. And that obviously comes from prior experiences of not feeling heard. Know that your spirit guides hear you, though, and they are working behind the scenes to try and bring this manifestation of yours into the 3D. We also have, I always like to see the card at the bottom of the deck. We do have wreath, sorrow over a loss. So this makes me think of a funeral. This could be somebody within your extended family that has passed away. Some of you, this could be a loss of a job or a loss of a friend that you're processing. They don't have to actually pass away. This could be a metaphorical loss that you're grieving. And before we move into our tarot, I'm curious what Tortoise has to say. You know me. I will use a book whenever I can. So let me see. I also think of the tortoise and the hare. And that could reflect you and someone else. Tortoises are land animals, whereas turtles will venture into the sea. You're taking on too many problems and troubles of others. Slow down, take your time, and enjoy the scenery, even if there's a detour. Be patient and determined and stick with it. Before you know it, you'll achieve what you're after. At this time, pay particular attention to the shifting sensations in your body, as these are energetically resonating with subtle changes in the vibrations of the earth. It's a good time to change to a vegetarian diet, even if it's only for a few days. By moving through your life more slowly and attentively, you'll discover a great deal of wisdom emerging from unexpected sources that you'd otherwise miss by being in a hurry. Get out on land and walk around a bit at about half your usual pace, using this as a meditation. And getting outside more, even if it's getting outside of your comfort zone. Taking a walk outside for me can be getting out of my comfort zone, because, and this might be TMI. I have social anxiety, and it can be hard for me to interact with people, even though I'm getting better at it and I'm putting myself out there. I used to not be. Even this is going to a significant other's family. I would get so anxious, and sometimes I would self-soothe in ways that, probably shouldn't, but it took me a long time to realize that that's what I was doing and that was contributing. And now it's like I can coop myself up, and I'm learning to break that habit, because I can easily stay in my home for 2 weeks at a time, not go outside, and be totally fine. I'm learning that that's not healthy, and that's a pattern that I have been learning to break. And taking a risk could mean literally getting outside for some of you, and that's okay. That is something to be proud of, pile one. Okay, let's get into some tarot, and then we'll move into our oracle cards. I think I'm going to do 4 different oracle cards today, aside from these. Maybe this news that you've been waiting to hear is coming slowly, and that's making you anxious, or it's very unsettling when you're waiting to hear back from someone, even if it's looking for a new job. It's one thing to put your resume and submit it, but it's another thing when you actually hear back and say, hey, we've looked at your work, and we'd be glad to do an interview with you. Like, that could be something that you're starting to see in the month of August. Also, dolphin is connected, obviously, to water energies. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces could also be significant, either your placements or someone else. I also heard you're waiting on someone to say, you're waiting for someone else's approval on something. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Pile 1. What messages is the dolphin spirit bringing you for August 2023? Okay. The Hanged Man. So this is, again, transitions or a waiting period that could be coming to an end. This is seeing reality from the lens of a different perspective. And this shift could also come through therapy, like talk therapy. This could be through yoga and meditation. It could be a mix of everything, but you're seeing life through a different lens. Interesting, we have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is, again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be someone's sun, moon, or rising sign energy, or this could be you. And in this waiting period, you have learned to tune into your own intuitive energy that promotes peace and serenity. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, I love this energy. Okay. So if you've been waiting for blessings, know that blessings are indeed coming for you in the month of August. Let's get, oopsies. I'm going to get the card at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. This is the student. This is someone who is willing to take on a responsibility in order to learn further. And it's interesting that we have 2 cards connected to water energy, 2 cards connected to the earth energy. So this is the feminine aspect of receiving. Maybe you have felt like you have done so much. And so now in August, this is about receiving the blessings. Because the Nine of Pentacles, these seeds have been planted and cultivated. And this is something I think that you've had to do on your own. You've had to prove it to yourself that you can do this independently. The King of Cups does not mean that the waves get less chaotic as you move through the court cards. It's how the King of Cups decides to respond to these waves, to life's curveballs, and remaining in this state of wise mind. With the Page of the Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups, I'm also seeing that this could be, taking the advice of a mentor, someone who might have been in the industry that you're in. This King of Cups could be the voice of reason that allows you to make sense of this different perspective. Because sometimes when we're in a state of discomfort, we don't know how to make sense of it all the time. And it's okay to need help from someone else to help navigate those emotions that can arise when we're in need of help. I want to get some clarification cards. Give me 1 second. Clarify the Hanged Man, please. Okay. The card that fell first was Aries with lucky number 8. I think it's interesting that we have 8 representing the month of August. However, Aries is not typically the sign we associate with 8. It's usually Leo. But we have denotes good ventures or partnership matters. So the Hanged Man, again, might have required patience. However, there are blessings waiting for you on the other side. I'm hearing the first 2 weeks of August might you be in this waiting period, and then bam, King of Cups shows up. Or this King of Cups, again, could be you. And with that sailboat, you could be taking a trip or relocating possibly in the month of August. Let's see, King of Cups, King of Cups, King of Cups. Favorable Saturn lucky number 3 denotes love and sympathy, affection, and good wishes. So this Saturn energy is all about discipline and consistency and hard work. And some of you might be in your Saturn return if you were born from between 1993 to 1996. If you have your Saturn in the sign of Pisces, you would be going through your Saturn return. And let's see, we have, can you clarify the 9 of Pentacles? The 9 of Pentacles. We have judgment, success, and making changes in your environment. Go ahead with your plans. So again, this is if you are unsure about something. This is all about giving you the okay to take that risk. It's interesting too because we had forest and then we had trees surrounding the Page of Pentacles. This is making a home in an unfamiliar environment or an unfamiliar territory. And judgment is affiliated with Pluto or Scorpio energy. This is a higher calling. You might be receiving messages from a guardian angel or from a spirit guide that you communicate with regularly. This could be Archangel Michael. This could be Archangel Gabriel. This could be God. This could be, an ancestor, a passed on loved one whom you communicate with. They could be sending you a message. And there's that trumpet, and we had music with the dolphin spirit. So music might there might be a song on the radio that you really connect with, or that comes on your Spotify that you haven't queued, but listen to the lyrics because, again, Spirit is sending you messages. Saturn in Aries is the discipline to get something off the ground. So some of you might be working to start your own business. Some of you might be a content creator. And I have a feeling that momentum is starting to pick up here for some of you, Pile 1. And you'll know who you are. Okay. Let me reset my camera. Okay. And I was just thinking as I was taking out this Oracle deck, like the King of Cups, I mean, they're known as like the masters of emotion. And with this frying pan, like let's say you're working in a kitchen and you burn something, or on one of your stations, maybe you're new and it's going, everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong, right? It's going against you. And instead of shaming yourself or allowing that inner critic to slam your self-worth, you say, you know what, this is my first time and it did not go the best. However, I didn't start the restaurant on fire. And you start self-educating yourself on how to use this instrument, or you do research, or you read more about cooking. So this is adapting a growth mindset. Learning how to adapt a growth mindset. Doesn't happen overnight, but it's a practice that could help you in multiple areas of your life. And it's ironic because Judgment is the season of summer, Hanged Man is the season of fall, and August is sort of like this final month in between the two. The 9 of Pentacles, I believe, is September 2nd through September 11th. So something that is happening in August could bloom or blossom around early September. which I believe is Virgo season. The second decan of Virgo season. The energy in the month of August for pile 1. Immerse yourself. Oh my gosh, could not have had a better card. Training, learning, new hobbies, passions. Also immersing yourself in a culture. Let's say if you want to learn a language, listening to music in that language, watching a TV show or a YouTuber even. For me, Italian, I have Italian YouTubers. Even an Italian magazine or an Italian book. And I'm just using Italian because that's what I'm learning. And then we have Selkie at the bottom of the deck. Come out of hiding. Embrace who you really are. Some of you have been denying passions, or you've been denying desires because you think that it's impractical. It's kind of like saying, well, I don't want to be a starving artist, so I'm not going to paint. But that's not entirely true if you have that mentality. It shields you from dipping the paint in, right? Do it for the sake of you. It is inherently like a mindfulness practice. And if it makes you happy, who the front door cares? Immerse yourself in whatever you're passionate about. And this is also maybe learning from a mentor within, again, that realm of passion or that industry. This is coming out of hiding. As the Selkie card says, taking the mask off, getting that, whatever it is, off of your chest. Maybe this Hanged Man represents a period of waiting for someone to make the first move. If you like this person, do it. Tell them how you really feel. Because at the end of the day, you're not investing yourself into someone who is only looking at this as a situationship. You might want something more long-term, and that's okay. But you might need to find someone who also wants something long-term. This could also be traveling to a place that resonates with your ancestry or with your heritage. Or if you're like, well, I'm from America, my family's from America, I don't really have any place, then look up the places associated with your zodiac sign. And make that a place that you want to go to. Make a vision board. Some of you really might feel connected to water. So whether that's going to a lake or a pool or an ocean or a creek. Yep, the new moon in Aries, not even surprised. It's time to take action. And I think that goes with this Aries and Saturn. Because Aries, they are known as the pioneer. And there's only so much that your heart can say, right? Before what you say inherently starts to lose meaning, because if you're not taking action on what you say you want to do, and start small. I'm not saying, go to the extremes. I'm not saying that, you're going to be a YouTuber tomorrow, or like a monetized YouTuber tomorrow. I'm using content creation because a lot of people say that they want to do YouTube, but they don't want to start. Even if it means doing it on your phone, even if you don't have a microphone, you have to start somewhere. And it's not something to be ashamed about or to shame yourself over, that you don't have the right equipment or that you don't have the right editing software. If you really want it, you'll find the will to make it happen. At the bottom of the deck, we also have the full moon in Gemini, which is in fact coming in Sagittarius season. The answers that you need are coming. And Gemini is one of the houses of communication. We talked a little bit about Gemini energy with the dolphin spirit. And I will throw the date on the screen if I remember the full moon in Gemini. Otherwise, just Google it. I'm sure you'll find it. And the answers will find you as you start taking action. You'll start to see synchronicities more. You also, like, your angels are telling me that you need to ask for their help. It's sort of like this etiquette that you have to follow. You need to ask them for help so that they can help you. Taking action on what matters in the month of August is going to help you tremendously within your goals. Okay? And I would say only work on 1 or 2 areas of your life at a time. You know, because when we're trying to do everything at once, you're not going to see progress. And make, I would say, 1 to 3 goals max for the 2 areas of life that you want, you know, to be the primary focus. So let's say health and wealth are your 2 areas. Wealth would be, you know, establish a savings goal. We have so many months left in the year. How much do you want to have in your savings account in the month of August? And it counts. If you don't have a savings account yet, make a savings account. Cross it off. There, you've accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is important for you to build up a savings. You know, create a budget. That's number 2. Number 3, you know, cancel out subscriptions that you no longer use. See, energy for the month of August. I meet resistance with kindness, and this is the new moon. We also have the butterfly spirit. So butterflies, rams, dolphins, tortoises, seals. It looks like a white owl there or a hawk, but setting the intention to break free of self-limiting beliefs. And I'm not saying that's happening overnight. Oh, and we have, I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. August 3rd might be an important date. August 20th, the 12th, the 4th, the 9th. This card is 33. This is a master number, so you could be seeing repeated 3s. Be gentle with yourself. I want to read number 33. Resistance is often a sign that change is happening or wants to happen. Whether we actively call change into our life or its current sweeps us under, change can sometimes feel uncomfortable. If you've hit a wall of resistance, know that this is not the time to quit. This is a powerful moment that is asking you to grow. Breathe, relax, and remain centered. The other side is right there. Allow yourself to expand into possibility, even if there are a few growing pains along the way. This is exactly where your personal and spiritual practices play a vital role in supporting you. Recall similar moments in the past and how things have had a way of working out. Your prior self has gone through so much to get you here. Trust her and remember your tools. You're a brave beauty and can meet resistance with kindness. And this pose is star pose, or Tadasana is restorative yoga posture that will gently melt resistance and tension. It will also help you release low back, hips, and hamstrings. So I'm going to leave that for you in case you want to read it. We have repeating 8s as well on that page. So repeating 8s and repeating 3s could be of significance. Okay. For our last card, pile 1, before we wrap this reading up, we are going to take one from Whispers of the Ocean by Angela Hartfield. I love this deck. I love the artwork in this deck. Saturn could be transiting your 3rd house. So if that's Pisces in your 3rd house, you could be Capricorn risings. You don't have to be. Okay. Pile 1, messages for August 2023. I heard recovery. So some of you are recovering from a surgery or from an injury. And again, give yourselves some extra TLC. Be kind with yourself. Life is better together with the number 4. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. So maybe there's, a distant relative or a friend from college that you're reconnecting with. That's totally possible. And then the card at the bottom of the deck is 29, Empower Yourself. Tune into your own personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Allow yourself to be the strong, beautiful person you are capable of being. And when we take action, we feel that sense of empowerment because it's almost like daring ourselves to do something and doing it. And it's this surge of positive emotion that stems from our root and our sacral chakras and to that solar plexus. Dang, okay. So the 4th of August, and I don't know if I said that. I might have. And then the 29th of August could also be significant. Wow. I'm loving this energy, pile 1. It was so lovely reading for you. Thank you so much for tuning in to this pick a card. I hope to see you in a reading soon. And with that being said, I'm sending you my love, light, and good vibes. Mwah. Toodles! Pile 2, welcome to your energy reading, our monthly predictions video for the month of August. 2023 is when I'm recording this. So let's take a look. We have this shell that you chose. This also comes from the Philippines. And this one is unique though, because I believe this was a hermit crab shell. So there's the energy of home here. Maybe moving home or relocating. The Philippines might have a special place in your heart, or Filipino culture might. So let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So we had another ocean creature in pile 1, and we have the shark. Dun dun dun. Okay. Let me get my spirit animal book. This book, I love it. It's amazing. So if you don't have it in your collection, it's like $9 on Amazon. So I love it. Let's see what Shark has to say. So we have 244. So 244 might be an angel number, or repeating 2s and repeating 4s might be a signal from your spirit guides. You're especially sensitive right now, so be careful what environments and situations you expose yourself to. Allow yourself to swim through your emotions fluidly so as not to get stuck in any one feeling. You're very well protected and can ward off any threats, negativity, or psychic attacks. Notice how your mood shifts depending on what you've eaten, and if necessary, modify your eating habits to maintain your physical and emotional equilibrium. Maintain your dignity and self-respect no matter what. No matter who or what you encounter. You'll notice a heightened ability for discernment and discrimination, sorting out what's right and what's not for you. Let your inner feelings, not your external influences, dictate your eating habits. So maybe some of you might be craving certain foods in the month of August. This could be shellfish. This could be, just more fruits and vegetables, more fiber in your diet. This could be, meat, whatever nutrients your body is deficient of. Okay, and let's get some tea leaf oracle cards to clarify the messages from Shark Spirit. Sharks, I feel, get a bad reputation for being dangerous. And I'm not saying shark attacks don't happen, but I do think that they're very misunderstood creatures. And so you might be feeling misunderstood as of lately by someone whose opinion means a lot to you. They might not know the full story. There's so many cards in this deck. I would say be discerning about who you are vulnerable with in the month of August, because, you never know who you can trust. Some of you might recall a time in like a therapeutic setting of being bullied and how that has affected you psychically or psychologically. I don't know why that came up. That could be for a select few of you. Doesn't have to resonate. Again, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not. We have the tortoise and we have caterpillar. We had tortoise slowly but surely getting ahead. So slow progress. You might be seeing progress start to sprout. Like those seeds of intention are starting to sprout in the month of August after months and months of continuously working towards a specific goal of yours. We also have caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Okay, so again, a change in living space, a change of heart towards someone or something. Okay. Calm down. I'm gonna just do these. We have hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So this, I think you're testing the waters in terms of asking for help from loved ones. And I think we're always so scared to ask for help because we just assume they're going to say no. You never know unless you try. Okay? That is what I have learned. Put those assumptions to bed and start operating on this new equilibrium. We have lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. This is also creating space between people strike a chord within you. And also ask yourself, is it worth arguing about? Because some people are so set in their ways that you could be arguing your point and it's like talking to a brick wall. Especially if they're narcissistic in nature and they're prone to attacking you. Attacking your character rather than arguing the point that you're trying to make. We also have the month of November. So November might be significant. This could be a birthday of you or someone significant. The shark is water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces might also, that could be, your sun, moon, or rising, or that of someone significant. I always like to look at the card at the bottom of the deck. So we have Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So don't question yourself. I think some of you might be on the verge of taking a risk. And Spirit is like, yes, like continue to go for it. This is the right path for you. And by November, maybe you are hearing results of something that maybe you have to submit in August. Also know, like November, so maybe you're learning to say no to things that you don't genuinely want to do. Or you're saying no to people that that you don't want in your close social circle, and that's okay. That is you protecting your energy. Now, we're being careful not to weaponize what we learn in therapy. We're not using therapy speak in that way. However, there is nothing wrong with saying no, and no is a complete sentence. That's all, okay? We're going to get some tarot cards for your month of August. Some of you might have a hard time trusting help that you receive. You might be unsure of the job that other people are going to do for you because it's not their task that at hand, And again, it's all about learning to trust the process. Pile 2, what is the energy of the shark spirit communicating for the month of August 2023 for pile 2? Interesting, we have the Lovers card with the number 6. Learning to compromise. We also have number 5 with the Hierophant. I'll take these two. We have the Queen of Cups. And finally, we have the Strength card with number 8. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands in reverse. So that lion energy is coming through very strongly. Okay, and the Queen again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Energy is coming through, specifically Piscean energy. The fact that we have 3 major arcanas is very telling because majors indicate, larger transformations. This Queen of Cups and the Strength, it takes strength to be vulnerable. Vulnerability might be something that you are opening up to in the month of August. We have this stairway to heaven, and I'm going to say with the Hierophant card, and it shows, stability. This is Taurus energy, this is Gemini, and this is Leo. So Taurus and Leo, those are 2 fixed signs. And then we have the Queen of Cups in between these 2 fixed signs showing an openness, showing mutability. this and that are true. You can have two different perspectives, and both of them can be valid at the same time. This is about connecting with someone on a deeper level. You might have been angry because there could have been, a breach of trust, and you might have felt like you were not truly heard or your voice was not validated. And so this is you understanding yourself, learning more about who you are, and understanding what you learned from the situation and applying that knowledge. Applied knowledge is the definition of wisdom. The Lover's card can talk about siblings and neighbors. This could also talk about the relationship we have with ourselves. The Hierophant could signify a spiritual messenger that is coming through a loved one and telling you something that you need to hear. Okay, so last time I left off, we were talking about a spiritual messenger, and this could be this Queen of Cups here, or this could be you receiving the message. The Hierophant is also stability and getting back to basics. So whether this is in regards to your health, in regards to connecting, with family and friends, maybe there are certain loved ones who can help you if you have been going through a difficult time. Because we do have the Lovers, and then we have the Hierophant and the Strength card. This is the only image that shows a couple. So I am sensing that some of you might be going through some emotional turbulence when it comes to your relationships, possibly with this King of Wands here. So this could be someone with Aries, Leo, or Sag energy in their chart. And the Strength card is also telling me that you're learning to stand strong on your own 2 feet. Because strength symbolizes Leo season in August, this can mean that in August you are learning to be independent and also making choices about your long-term future. Getting back to basics with this Hierophant, adding rituals and routine that support this emotional wellness, okay? Maybe meditating or doing yoga, like something that is just wholesome and rejuvenating for your mental health. It could even be journaling, okay? Scripting. I recently just tried quantum jumping for the first time this morning, and it's essentially shifting gears in your consciousness to create your own reality. I will leave a link to the quantum jumping meditation that I did. It is a practice that you would need to adapt, for 30 days minimum. However, it's this staircase, taking it one step at a time. Let's say you're trying to meet this goal by November. What small steps can you do to get there? And obviously, if you're trying to sprint up this staircase and you've never sprinted before in your life, chances are you're not going to get very far before you start to become winded. And it's not a matter of you not being enough or not being worthy or good enough of this goal. It's just a matter of meeting yourself where you're at. This Hierophant could be a mentor along with this Queen of Cups here to help you process painful memories. And so you could be healing your pain, because we do have the Strength card with the Lion, but we also have the Lamb. Lambs, though, are, innocent and docile, and they're willing to, follow you. I think when I see lamb, I think of shepherd. The Strength card, you might be tempted to isolate yourself from friends and family and loved ones in general that really love you and can offer a helping hand, even if that means, changing up your environment. Like, let's say you're moving out of an ex's apartment. Who can you reach out to? And you'd be surprised the love that people will show to you once you open up. So this Queen of Cups here is inviting vulnerability, and it can be on your terms. Don't feel like you need to share your story if you don't have to with someone just because you feel pressured to. That's not a healthy way of sharing. Find someone who you can trust, who can offer this unconditional maternal support. To me, this is also, for some of you, creating your own closure after a loss or after a painful memory. I just saw on the viewfinder of my microphone like 555, so repeating fives could be significant for you as well. This is about connecting to yourself. This is about, while these cards show commitment and stability in terms of a relationship, and that could be you. You can make long-term plans or thinking about getting married for some. For others of you, I'm seeing independence. I'm seeing a fierceness when it comes to your own self-love and your own perception of who you are, getting clear on your values, getting to know yourself, asking yourself questions, because oftentimes it's only when we're within relationships and we can learn a lot about ourselves through the lens of the other. But what would that look like if you learned within yourself? Ask yourself these questions. Let's get some oracle cards to clarify. There could be a sense of travel. You can I just heard creating a home in your heart space. Learning to be open to receiving guidance, receiving wisdom, receiving help from others. And it doesn't make you less strong. If you need help, asking for it shows greater strength than denying it and trying to muster up the courage and the resources, especially if you don't have any. Sometimes we just have to accept it. Yep, we have stagnant waters here. Feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. So this is telling me that you're doing the same won't get you any closer to your goals, and you will know if that resonates for you. A change is lingering in the air. I dropped it, but we have King Tide on the bottom of the deck. Plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. Some of you could feel connected to Greek mythology, Poseidon, particularly. King Tide could be bringing you these blessings. And maybe you've never really felt like you could be secure or stable on your own 2 feet. Like maybe you always felt like you needed someone else. And this is the universe saying, no, you are more than capable of being on your own. Maybe you were never on your own. Maybe you always shared, your space with someone. And this is, again, the universe asking you to reclaim your independence. Cleaning up your space. Removing pieces of furniture or photos or memorabilia that takes you back to the pain. And sometimes we think that holding on to these I don't know, might bring the other person back, or, but deep down, I think that releasing is going to feel much better energetically than holding on to something past its expiration date. I'm going to read for you the Stagnant Waters card. Perhaps it's the movement of water that contains the intelligent flow of energy that makes life possible, the life force that animates all living things. When water stops flowing, it can become stagnant. This lack of flow can cause a buildup and lead to pollution. Perhaps we're like that too. Perhaps we need flow just as much as the waters of the world. This card brings with it a call for flow, movement, and change. How can you begin to flow a little more with life's changes? Where in your life do you feel stuck? What has become stagnant or lacking of vitality, ease, and flow? How are you being called to reinject more movement into your life? Sometimes when we go through life, our energy can become stuck physically, emotionally, spiritually, romantically, and yet life is always there to support our return to flow, to movement. This is a wonderful card to receive as it comes with a magnificent opportunity for shifting energy and embracing change and new possibilities. Perhaps you've become complacent or just feel stuck. Maybe you've been avoiding something deep down, and that is causing the waters within you to stagnate. Perhaps the intelligence of the water is inviting you to call upon the intelligence within you to find the courage to embrace a new way of flowing with life. So what shifts are you being called to make? This is about change, okay? Rerouting your compass, recalibrating your compass so that you can flow on this new journey. And this Queen of Cups might be a friend of yours or a family member of yours that Spirit wants you to connect with. Blonde hair, blue eyes, fair complexion. This could also be the person. Like this could be either you or someone else. I just heard freeing up space in your heart. And you can release that through dance. Dance is actually a tool that has been shown to help release and heal traumatic wounds. Put on Taylor Swift. Put on, whoever makes you feel emotionally empowered. That's what I'll say. Take control of your life. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get a card from the Moonology deck, the OG version. This is also, I think, calling you to have faith, because with this bowl, she's not holding on to the bowl. She's trusting that the bowl will float and, will stay within her vicinity. She doesn't have to watch it. There's this implicit trust, and that trust might, you might be building that within yourself in the month of August. Trusting yourself to make decisions for your own betterment, for your own wellness. Hold on, these two kind of want to come out. The full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. And this will be taking place during Libra season. We also have faith in your dreams, a waxing crescent moon. Your dreams are not dead. This is a card that is telling you to have faith, have hope, that your dreams can become a reality. Butterflies might also be a sign from your spirit guides that they are with you and that they are confirming whatever thoughts you're having within the moment. Oh, my battery is going to die. Let me reset and I will be back shortly. So again, having faith in your dreams, because this is the thing. How are you speaking about your desires? How are you speaking about your dreams? How do you initially feel? Because this is the thing, is if you're telling yourself it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen, or, my dreams are impractical. If that's what you're telling yourself, then that's the version of reality that you are going to see. The full moon in Aries. Hold on, I wanted to look it up. I feel like I've looked up the full moon in Aries. Yep, September 29th. It is the full harvest moon. Okay. And Aries and Libra are two juxtaposing signs. Aries is saying it's time to stop putting your life on hold. It is time to stop living life for someone else and start living for you. And this climax here could represent the culmination point of these action steps you've been taking in August, especially because September 29th, we're almost entering October at that point, And so keeping the faith and taking action, however way you see fit, is going to help you. Okay, so it takes strength to have faith. It is easy to put yourself down or to put your dreams down. I was going to get a confirmation deck, but I'm not really feeling it for this pile. I feel like the energies came through very strongly. I'm wanting to get a different oracle deck, though. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to get the energy oracle deck, and then I do want to see who might this spiritual messenger be. So we'll get a card from the angels among us deck as well, just to kind of see what spirit has in store for you. The song Stairway to Heaven might have been significant to a past loved one or a current loved one. This is also discovering your love language in giving yourself love or that of someone else. I heard asking questions and getting answers. Didn't mean to hit the camera. Yep, rest and rejuvenation. The number 19 denotes the sun. When we are in silence, when we are in a space where we've quieted our mind, that is when the real potential to manifest happens. The Hierophant being back to basics. I mean, sleep is one of the basic needs that we need for survival. You will go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs if you don't get your sleep. That's when you start questioning your reality. That's when anxiety can worsen or become more severe. We also have the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael. And Archangel Raphael is sometimes seen in the Lover's card. We have 38 here, which is 11, which corresponds to the month of November. So November could be a special month for you in finding love or in solidifying a certain partnership. Archangel Raphael might show up in your dreams as well. And then let's get when I'm hearing when you've received rest and when you feel this energy of rejuvenation, that is when clarity will find you. I know there's like spiritual naps. You can set an intention before you take a nap and go in, and then you might find that clarity you've been seeking when you wake up. So that also could be significant. All right, I want to see the angels among us. I want to see what spiritual messenger is with you. I mean, I think we've established Archangel Raphael, but I'm just curious. And if he comes out again, then that's further confirmation, but there could be other messengers that are wanting to send you messages in the month of August. So let's see for pile 2. Archangel Gabriel with the number 3. Self-expression, creativity, and North Star. So this is following your compass. This is receiving guidance. White lilies might be significant. They could be a sign. So if you're unsure about something, ask to receive a white lily. And the book, I'm just going to read the little excerpt about Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel's name means God is my strength. Oh, that is so wild because we have the strength. So this is connecting back to source energy. Angel is available to assist you in staying strong no matter what is happening around you. Archangel Gabriel is most famously known as the angel who visited Mary to tell her she was going to give birth to Jesus. Archangel Gabriel is considered an angel of clairvoyance, visions, miracles, and messages from God. Creativity, especially writing, is one of Gabriel's main areas of expertise. So what is it called? Automatic writing. So you would meditate for 5-10 minutes and then ask to receive messages, and you will start to notice some people actually see that their font, like the style, the type of typography changes from their usual script. So again, try it out if you feel called. Archangel Gabriel can support you to create, express yourself, and then give birth to those creations so they can take physical form and move into the material world, helping and supporting others. Archangel Gabriel aligns with the sacral chakra and the higher chakras and can help you to receive divine inspiration and move it through your being and body out into the physical world. The oracle message associated with Gabriel is be unapologetically you, follow your North Star, create, express yourself, and believe in miracles. Listen to and trust the messages from the divine. So embodying the energy of Archangel Gabriel by being clear, kind, and compassionate in all communications, being authentic and shining bright, sharing your message and birthing your magic into the world and helping others do the same. I'm seeing poetry for some of you as well. We do have this correspondence of 3, and 3 being symbolic of the queens in the court cards. Reflect in August, what is your North Star? What is your motivation to keep going? And these cards are here to set an intention for the month of August. So what is pile 2's intention surrounding the month of August? I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. This is all about taking action and also manifesting what it is that you want to create in the 3D. We have 10, so August 10th could also be a significant date for some of you. And also, repeat that mantra. I create my core desires with certainty and ease. I create my core desires with certainty and ease. Because that's an affirmation that will help guide your actions towards your inspiration. Our deepest desires can act as a roadmap, guiding us to craft a life with purpose and meaning. It is in our nature to create, yet sometimes it's just a matter of slowing down enough to remember who we are. You are a craftswoman. If you listen closely, know what you want and how to manifest it. When you claim your innate ability to craft and create, you connect to a deep knowing that is unshakable. It lives in your bones and is magnetic when awakened. You may create art, a home, a family, an adventure, a business, delicious food, or a garden. I'm also seeing working with your hands in some capacity. The options are endless. Instead of exhausting your energy and repressing your desires, give them a direction, no matter how small. You hold the reins and you can steer them. You deserve the space to pause and inquire. Feel a sense of trust and ease with all that you're crafting in your life. And so this is all about setting an intention candle as a ritual and then meditating on your core desires and giving yourself time to really listen to your inner voice. So I'm going to hold this up for you guys to pause. I won't be reading this section, but $42 might be significant. That could be an age or age of you or someone significant as well. Okay, so I think we're gonna end this reading with a Whispers of the Ocean oracle. What message does pile 2 need to hear for their month of August? We have life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. And again, it's all about erasing the assumption that they're going to say no as well. And also releasing, again, like we were saying, it doesn't make you weak if you need to ask for help. Let's get one more. August 4th could be significant. Leaping through the air with the number 45. A plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas and projects that you've been considering. Yep, so putting ideas into action is really important. Taking that leap of faith that everything is going to work out accordingly. Because our spirit guides can only do so much. We have to meet them halfway. And we have on the bottom of the deck, surrounded by prosperity with the number 30. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. But we have prosperity here, and we had prosperity with King Tide. So money could be coming in for some of you. Maybe you've been waiting for this money to come in, or you might receive an unexpected windfall. But that is what I am seeing for pile 2 in the month of August. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in a reading soon. Sending you my love, light, and good vibes, and toodles! Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If this was the shell you chose, then let's see the spirit animal on the other side of this card. Shut up. Okay, we've got another water sign energy. That is, it gives me chills. Okay. Whew. All right, so we have the beaver. The beaver talks about collaboration and hard work and discipline. So you might have some hefty goals that you're working on in the month of August. I'm curious to see what the book says about it. Again, we're using this book, obviously. The beaver, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, might reflect you as a sun, moon, or rising, or that of someone significant. That is weird. I was trying to combine weird and wild. Huh. Okay. The beaver. Eager beaver, like having a positive attitude or an optimism that carries you through these loftier goals. It is on page 50. So the 5th of August, again, could be significant. This is a time for purposeful and directed activity, not contemplation or procrastination. Balance your activities by providing time for resting and socializing with family and friends. Be especially aware of wasting time, energy, and resources on unimportant matters. Don't be busy for busy's sake. Let your actions be focused and intentional. It's time to change your environment in a way that makes you feel more secure and comfortable. So changing your environment. This could be, feng shuiing your place, or incorporating tools, aspects, whatever, to make your space feel more like home. Some of you might be physically relocating your home space. This is about teamwork and asking for help when you need it. This is determination to see that you are making headway in the goals that you've set for yourself. Even from January, you might still be continuing in the month of August. Okay, so let's get some tea leaf oracle cards to elaborate more. Interesting that we have the camel that just came out. Persevere and you will overcome problems. You have mice, discord amongst friends or family. So there could be disagreements in how you're choosing to do things. Live life in accordance with yourself, not making it a point to live for other people's dreams and aspirations. Ooh, we have the month of October. So let's say you have to submit something in the month of August. You could be hearing back about something in the month of October. Okay, last two cards. To pop out, we have tree, affairs with your family, and then we have discord amongst friends or family. Interesting. So there could be an argument or there could be some existing tension. Some of you might already know what that is. We have two more. We have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And that's what the beaver spirit is here. Because maybe you have felt like life is just turning, you're on the ride, and the beaver is telling you to stop. Take note of where you are and how far you've come, but also evaluate where you're going and ask yourself, is where you going where you want to be or where you want to go? And if not, make changes accordingly. And we have bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. Okay. You could be getting this new raise in October. Perhaps it's also like a bonus. Interesting. Okay. And the tree speaks of commitment, like learning more about your family tree, learning more about your ancestry. Mice, like discord, could also be just like you're trying to plan for an important event and you're coming to terms with you not being able to please everybody, and that might just be something that you have to accept. Again, you're not living life for them, you're living life for you. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What messages is the beaver spirit bringing into pile 3 for the month of August? The Hierophant, the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so this might be movement after a period of stagnation. Or maybe, like you're accepting a job after a period of unemployment in the month of August. August 12th could be a significant day. So that could be when you start your job, for example. We have the Page of Cups. Like, this is very strong water energy, as Hanged Man represents Neptune, and the Page of Cups. I love the energy or the imagery in this card, because, you know, when we always say when pigs fly is when we will start to believe it. And so this is believing in your manifestations happening, or seeing driftwood happen. Peter Pan, you know, like how, is it Michael is the middle child, and he, you know, looks at life from a very different lens than how Wendy and Peter Pan see it. And when he's trying to learn how to fly, it's like, you have to think of happy memories. I don't know, Peter Pan might have had some significance to you as a child. You might have been like infatuated with the story. The Hanged Man in reverse next to the Page of Cups is like bringing things from your imagination into the physical 3D. This is also water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And I believe the Hanged Man either represents, hold on, I'm not going to tell you something wrong. I will never steer you in the wrong direction. Let me see. The Hanged Man represents the season of fall, and that is when October is. So what happens in August might have important, like it could boomerang into the season of fall, or carry into. And I believe August is usually known as the month of harvest. Whoa, we have the Page of Swords. This could be about getting accepted into a program. Okay, we have 2 pages though. That is wild. Pages is air sign energy, so Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Messages for pile 3 in the month of August. Strength. And this is Leo season. So like July, late July to late August. Very interesting. And then let's see the card at the bottom of the deck, which always is intriguing. Oh, we have the 10 of Cups. I love the energy of this card. Seeing life through a spectrum of experiences demonstrates an enlightened perspective. The 10 of Cups is March 11th to March 20th, so that could reflect a birthday or something significant might have happened during the 10 of Cups time. And this is how, like, you know, this is showing how you've processed it. Strength is July 23rd to August 22nd. And the pages represent this novice, this newness, in terms of experience. Learning something new and feeling very passionate about something new. Or you could, you know, be exploring a new avenue of creativity that perhaps you hadn't before. The Page of Cups also could be, and the Page of Swords, I don't know, could be like putting yourself out there romantically. Or seeing a situation with new eyes. The Page of Cups could also be showing your talents in some shape, way, or form. So that could be, you know, reading your poetry at a cafe. This could be playing music in a public space. This could be, submitting your photographs for a publication. This is believing before seeing, in a way, especially with the Hanged Man in reverse. This is going back to something that maybe you were a natural at from a young, like as a child. Like, so for example, when you were young, maybe you loved to read books, and lately you've fallen out of reading. And so, pile 3, maybe in August, you visit a bookstore and you pick up some new titles that, I don't know, or you go back to a childhood story that brought you a lot of happiness or happy memories. The Page of Swords could also be like receiving good news, receiving news about something. Both of the pages, honestly, they represent an invitation or, an update in some way, shape, or form. The Page of Swords is vulnerability. With the Strength card is like having the courage to ask questions that you want to know the answers to and finding those answers. The Strength card can also represent like a fatherly figure, because Leo is known as the king, right? And so whether or not your father is in the 3D, this could be, you exploring ancestry around your father or your father's side of the family. The Hanged Man in reverse and the Page of Cups is like coming out of this period of stagnation or transition and gaining inspiration again. So maybe some of you have been in a rut creatively. And so this could be, again, like you coming out of the hole and like into this environment. And this is also like getting out of your own head, getting out of your own heart space and being open to receiving news. The Hanged Man can also, again, be putting yourself out there in terms of, finding a job, a better paying job, or a job that is more emotionally fulfilling to you. The Strength card is like this once in a lifetime opportunity that is being presented to you. I heard, if not now, when? So travel, again, could be something that you decide to do. And this could be a solo trip. It doesn't need to be a trip taken with family or friends by any means. I think this is you doing you. This is taking action on a hobby that brings you a lot of joy. And the Page of Cups, like you're seeing other people get monetized for their content as a creator. And so maybe you're trying to do the same, or you're learning more about an industry that you want to get deeper in. Leo season, like I said, could be an important time for your inspirations to take flight. And this camel here, it's like going slow, taking your time with it, falling in love with the process, not as much with the destination. You could be asked out on a date by a Leo, for those of you who are looking for love. Or you see like a TV show or a movie that brings a lot of inspiration and leads you to take action in some capacity. The Page of Cups could also be like a new method that you use within your business. This could also be like a different tool. So let's say you use Trello to organize, and now you're using Google Sheets, or you're using Notion or something like that, like something that can elevate your standing in that way. And the Page of Swords can reflect this determination to teach yourself about how to do certain things. Like you're not intimidated by doing things on your own, or you're learning not to be. The 10 of Cups on the bottom here can talk about, fame on a very, subtle level, or not subtle level, but this can, like, fame in terms of being recognized. So, like, let's say some of you might have an Etsy shop, and maybe that Etsy shop, like, you start, building sales, or buying and selling things. So buying and selling properties, buying and selling, goods, like maybe some of you are in the reselling capacity, or like you do that on the side as a secondary income. This could be, especially with so many cups and water energy, this could be buying and selling pieces of art, going to local craft shows or like local things in your neighborhood or your community, and boosting your business through, like, in the name of exposure. The Hanged Man in reverse and the Page of Cups can also talk about insights that you receive from your dreams, and then like you're looking it up in the book. This is about taking action and doing things that make you feel more confident about yourself and about your craftsmanship. So let me see. Let's get a card to clarify the Hangman. Excuse me. And if you're seeing close friends, let's say finding love is something that you really want to manifest in the month of August, and you're seeing your best friends find love or being in really happy, committed relationships, see that as driftwood, meaning if it's possible for them, it's also possible for you. So to clarify the Hanged Man, we have the Three of Swords in reverse, great disillusionment, disorder, and confusion. So getting clear on what it is that you want to manifest, and making sure your environment, both internal and external, reflect what it is you're trying to attract. And that might require difficult conversations with yourself, creating boundaries with others. The Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra. So, there's a great deal of discipline around the choices that you make. Let's see, Page of Cups. Can you clarify the Page of Cups? You might not realize that your heart is broken. Not to say that like something physically is wrong with your heart, but you might find you're trying to understand another person's point of view, and this could have been someone who's hurt you. With the Page of Cups, we have the Two of Pentacles, ability to make successful changes with very little opposition. And usually when that happens, it's divine action. Like it is meant to be. A relationship is meant to be easy. The right relationship is meant to be easy. The Two of Pentacles can also be like you juggling a creative hobby and a primary income. Maybe in August, you be careful about overbooking yourself, okay? With the Page of Swords, we have unfavorable Saturn, lucky number 5, denotes temporary misunderstandings with friends or associates. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, delays and disappointments in plans. And so, again, I always say that rejection is God's way of redirecting you towards something better. And so instead of trying to understand what went wrong and, ruminating on everything that didn't go according to plan, pick yourself up again and ask yourself, where do you go from here? And we have this infinite sign, the infinity sign there, like the karmic number 8, and then we have the infinity sign here, and he's holding it. And I think like the universe is saying, believe in your faith, like hold your dreams, your aspirations near and dear to your heart. Let me reset my SD card because it will cut me out. Okay, let's clarify the Strength card. I got the Strength card for a different pile, and I got the Hanged Man for a different pile. This is allowing friends to help you. So a water sign friend or an air sign friend, and that could, again, be sun, moon, rising. Journaling, I'm hearing, might be very helpful. We have the Knight of Cups. A young man with light brown hair and hazel eyes, good news and invitation to a social affair. So you might be getting invited to a party. A friend might be trying to get you out of the house, and it takes strength to listen to them. But at the same time, you might find that you meet the love of your life. You never know where life is going to take you, in other words, unless you go out and try. And I think it's intriguing that we have the Page of Cups and now the Knight of Cups is coming up. On the bottom of the deck, we have Aries, lucky number 8, denotes good ventures or partnership matters. The Knight of Cups might be someone asking you out on a date. They could be Leo, but they could also have water sign energy as their moon or rising sign. And the card is Temperance, which is the other card associated with Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. Successful conclusion to an important undertaking. So again, having faith that everything is going to be okay. And especially we have this 10 of Cups. Like I am hearing that even though there's been delays or there's been disappointments, your journey is not over. Okay. Okay, so we're getting into some oracle cards now. Pile 3. What does pile 3 need to hear about their month of August? The sweet waters, sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, and balance. But I'm just taking this card in. I love the artwork in this card so much. You might be fertile, so again, be very careful. Sensuality is igniting the senses, surrounding yourself with sights, smells, tastes, and textures that really resonate with you and make you happy. Even if it's just lighting a candle that brings out a smile in you. Romanticizing your everyday life rather than just, romancing the idea of a partner. Enjoyment. Taking life slow and appreciating the little moments of joy that are sprinkled in. We have fertility. Again, you might be fertile in terms of inspiration as well. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are attempting to conceive. However, for those of you who are trying to get pregnant, then, that could be a sign for you that a little bundle of joy is on the way. And balancing your needs with the needs of others and making sure that you are getting your cup filled first. And the bottom of the deck energy we have is let it rain. Allowing what is, inevitability, trust. Trust that the rainbow is going to follow after the storm. Some of you might feel naturally drawn to rain. Some of you, this is random, but again, it might be raining where you are in the month of August. And so you might have to spend more time with yourself indoors, or just sitting on the front porch, meditating with the sound of rain, or maybe rain noises before you go to sleep are particularly soothing for some of you. Or if you've been having trouble sleeping, maybe the sound of rain could put you to sleep. Oh my gosh, this card keeps coming up. A fiery climax approaches, balloon in Aries. Again, this is happening late September, 9/29 in Libra season. I think this full moon will be very powerful for the collective because I have gotten this card so many times lately and I have not, this is the most I've seen this card. The sensuality and the climax, though, this is making sexuality a sacred experience. Making yourself, in a way, might bring spiritual insights. You can manifest with sacral chakra energy through that way. And you can, I would advise, looking into it more, but I have always been fascinated. And also The Power of the Erotic by Audre Lorde. I will link that essay down below because I read it in my feminist philosophy class and it altered the way that I saw sex and sexuality, okay? There's a lot more than society has made it to be. We also have the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming, and that will be happening during Sagittarius season. However, this is also you meditating on a certain question and receiving the answer. Birds might be significant for you. Lions could be significant. Pigs might be spiritual messengers of some kind, or even horses. And horses represent liberation and freedom. So you could also, this could be walking away from a situation that has no longer been serving you as well. Let's see. What else? The new moon, we had new moons in Aries in March, and like the intentions you had set on the new moon might be climaxing or culminating come September 29th. And the month of August might be like the key piece of the puzzle that brings this whole climax to the forefront, or like it brings it together. Okay, let's see what else. A moon card. So this moon deck is going to help set the intention, pile 3's intention for the month of August. Pile 3's intention for the month of August. Interesting, we have 2 coming up. We have a dream catcher here with the number 11, so August 11th could be significant. My dreams reveal that magic is real and that anything is possible. So some of you, again, are receiving messages from loved ones or ancestors or spiritual guides within your dreams. So pay close attention to what you dream about. Some of you might even have a dream catcher or have been thinking about getting a dream catcher. And so that could be a sign to get one, especially if you've been having nightmares. And then we have the number 19, which corresponds to the sun in tarot. 11 corresponds to justice and making decisions. But we have, now it is time to integrate all that I've gathered. And so applying this wisdom, like the Page of Swords is the student and is willing to learn all there is to know. However, there comes a point when you have to drop the book and just go with it. And also that it takes strength, because it also requires you to trust your instincts within your abilities. Dang. The card at the bottom of this deck is, oh, I love this energy. My community is supportive, loving, and active in the world. So this is connecting to loved ones and friends, even if it's long distance. They might have some wisdom or perspective to shine on the situation. Okay, and finally, we have I'm going to get a card from the Whispers of the Ocean deck. Pile 3, what does pile 3 need to know about their month of August? Enjoy the journey. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. And this is all about environmental harmony. It's connected to that Libra energy. But yes, creating peace, enjoying the process. And then we have on the bottom of the deck, every step counts. With the number 10, there is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. So there could be an important decision you're making in August that determines the course of your rest of 2023. Know that every step counts, no matter if you consider it significant or not. The number 10 also corresponds to the Wheel of Fortune. And so it's almost like how you respond to things not going your way will also help carry you into the new, carry you on in the future, in the next steps. So just know that your spiritual team has a plan for you. And you are being divinely guided in the right direction, pile 3. Okay, that is all I'm seeing for you in the month of August. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed reading for you. I hope to see you in another Pick a Card soon. I'm sending you my love, light, and good vibes. And with that, toodles!